Every person has a unique personality. But what happens when certain patterns of thinking and behaving begin to seriously affect someone's life? Your personality is the combination of traits, emotions, thoughts, and behaviors that make you uniquely you. Personality develops over time through a complex interaction between biology, experiences, relationships, and the environment around us. Having unusual personality traits doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. A personality disorder involves long-lasting patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving that can cause significant problems in someone's life. These patterns can affect relationships, emotions, decision-making, and the way a person sees themselves and the world. Personality disorders usually begin to become noticeable by adolescence or early adulthood, although diagnosis requires careful professional evaluation. There isn't just one personality disorder. Mental health professionals recognize several different types, each with its own patterns and symptoms. These disorders are commonly grouped into 3 broad clusters based on similarities in their characteristics. Let's explore these clusters and understand what makes each one different. The first group is called Cluster A. These personality disorders are characterized by patterns that may appear unusual, eccentric, or detached from others. The first is paranoid personality disorder, which involve a long-lasting pattern of distrust and suspicion toward other people. A person with this disorder may frequently question other people's motives and have difficulty trusting them. They may interpret harmless comments or actions as threatening, insulting, or intentionally harmful. These suspicions can make close relationships difficult and may lead to conflict or social isolation. The second disorder is schizoid personality disorder, which is associated with detachment from social relationships and a limited range of emotional expression. Someone with schizoid personality disorder may prefer solitary activities and may appear emotionally distant or reserved. This doesn't simply mean someone is shy or enjoys being alone. Personality disorders involve persistent patterns that significantly affect functioning. The third is schizotypal personality disorder, which can involve unusual beliefs, unusual perceptions, and difficulty forming close relationships. Although these disorders are different, they can all affect how a person relates to other people and interprets the world around them. Cluster B personality disorders are associated with patterns that may appear dramatic, emotional, or unpredictable. Borderline personality disorder can involve intense emotions, unstable relationships, and a strong sensitivity to rejection or abandonment. Emotions may change quickly, sometimes becoming extremely intense and difficult to manage. Some people may also experience an unstable sense of identity, impulsive behavior, or difficulty maintaining relationships. Narcissistic personality disorder involves a persistent pattern of grandiosity, a strong need for admiration, and difficulties with empathy. It is more complex than simply being confident or liking attention. The pattern can cause significant difficulties in relationships and everyday life. Antisocial personality disorder involves a long-term pattern of disregarding the rights and feelings of others, along with difficulties following social rules. It is important to remember that antisocial personality disorder does not simply mean being violent or dangerous. Histrionic personality disorder can involve a strong need for attention and patterns of highly expressive or rapidly changing emotions. Cluster B disorders are different from one another, but they can all create significant challenges in relationships and everyday life. The final group is Cluster C, which includes avoidant, dependent, and obsessive-compulsive personality disorders. Avoidant personality disorder involves a long-term pattern of social inhibition, feelings of inadequacy, intense sensitivity to criticism or rejection. A person may avoid social situations because they fear embarrassment, criticism, or being rejected by others. Dependent personality disorder involves a strong and persistent need to be cared for, which can make independent decisions difficult. Someone may rely heavily on another person for reassurance, guidance, or support in everyday decisions. Obsessive-compulsive personality disorder, or OCPD, involves a persistent focus on order, perfectionism, and control. OCD mainly involves unwanted intrusive thoughts and repetitive behaviors, while OCPD centers more on personality patterns involving perfectionism and control. Personality disorders are diagnosed through careful clinical assessment rather than a simple test or online checklist. Treatment can include psychotherapy, and depending on the person's needs, medications may help manage certain symptoms or related conditions. Personality disorders are complex, but understanding them can replace stereotypes with compassion. With support and treatment, people can make meaningful changes.